a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Kentucky! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you up.
Run to the right. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Orlando. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Cheek. Here's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those third and shorts. You don't have to have them run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Golladay. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wants to go deep. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Cheek. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year. They'll
rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go. Things started here in the second. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got a man. It's Beebe. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Pocket breaking down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He leaves it with his back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. LSU now operating in the red zone. Give to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Cheek. Throwing right. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Kentucky going quickly. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Quick release on the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Snagged out of the air. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about...
The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air. It's Cheek. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well,
the coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. LSU right back to the line. To the air on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The inside handoff. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Cheek. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Still running at the 40. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And back to the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
To the air, it's Cheek. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to get him on the fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me, I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Give to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Cheek. It's complete on the right side. Bust through behind his head. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On target to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to look downfield again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go. To the air, it's Cheek. Steps away. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kentucky, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just feeds the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to pass, it's Cheek. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Quarterback will keep it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw, it's Cheek. Finds his man, it's Alvarado. At the 40, there he goes! Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Time to take a shot. He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Kentucky going quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Here's a throw downfield late. wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They want that clock to run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.